second. Would you know this one?
I don't know that I would know a lot of these.
Well, that narrows it down to about 17 princess movies.
Exactly. Hi everyone, Joe and Angela here. This week I challenge Angela to guess the animated Disney movie based on a 1-second clip from the trailer.
If you're new to this channel, click subscribe. Each week we release new videos to add a little extra pixie dust to your day.
Today's game, we have 8 clips, and how we're going to do it is there's a 1-second clip from the trailer. If you guess it on the first try, you get 5 points. If you need to see it again, you get 3 points. And then if you need to see it a third time, you can get 1 point.
No hints?
The only hint is they're all Disney animated movies. So, and
Okay.
it's the same 1-second clip each time. So you can just rewatch the clip. Now, I will say there is audio with it, which I think may be helpful because in some of the clips you can kind of make out a part of a song or not. You know, last time we did this with The Lion King, I gave you 2 seconds of
It was
the clip
way
to
too
guess,
long.
and you were incredible at it. So we'll link to that video in the description if you want to see it, but you were too good at it. So I learned my lesson. We have 1 second. All right, so you ready for your first one?
I am.
Okay. All right, so there's your 1 second. Do you need to see it again, or are you comfortable with guessing?
It could be, okay. So let's talk a little bit about what I saw. I saw a waterfall in the woods, and I saw woodland creatures. Well, that narrows it down to about 17 princess movies.
Exactly. I try to pick clips that didn't have the main characters in there. That
Thanks.
didn't have lyrics to the songs as best I could. So I try to make it tricky. So do you have a guess, or do you want to see the clip again?
My guess is the animation looked a little sharp, looked a little sharper. So I don't think it's Snow White, which is definitely in contention on this one.
Okay.
It
You really got
looks-
to pay attention to the clues. You may want to see it again just so you can kind of try to pick out little, because there is a clue in every clip that will tell you what the movie is.
Now you're psyching me out. Okay, fine. Let me see it again.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to go with Cinderella.
All right, so 3 points. Your guess is Cinderella. Let's see if you're correct.
Be our guest.
Sorry.
Guest. Put
It's actually Beauty and the Beast, so...
Okay, I did say the animation is sharper.
And we provide the rest.
I should have known because I did just watch Sleeping... Well, wait, what did I end
That's
up guessing?
Cinderella.
Cinderella.
So that's the beginning of the
watched it.
trailer. The clue there was, if you looked, you could see the Beast castle in the background.
Okay.
And so you have to know your castles. That was the clue there.
The only clue that I had there for sure was just the sharpness of the animation. It didn't look as rough as the older ones did. But Belle never really interacts with the wild besides the wolf scene. So that really threw me.
It's literally the first scene of the movie. It may make sense to watch it again because you could potentially get some points versus no points. All right, so you ready for the next one? Here's your clip.
That wasn't even a second. That was a
second.
That was like 1/2 of a nanosecond.
Second goes quick.
No.
Any guesses, or do you want to see it again? You can always see it again.
These are all terrible. You were like, what movies could I pick that she would do terrible at? I think this is Peter Pan, but go ahead, show it to me again.
Or do you want to guess for 5 points with Peter Pan?
All right, now see you.
I'm just offering you.
All right, I'm gonna go with Peter Pan.
All right, let's see if you are correct. No, a ship. It's Ariel. Who has a ship?
That was so rude. You
Again.
misled me.
No, again, you have to look at the clues here.
Say down in the comments below how dirty that was. That was dirty.
Yes, you have to pay attention to the clues.
What was the clue there? There was a ship.
A ship on
There
the
have been
ocean.
ships in other.
Little Mermaid takes place on the water. So
Wow.
All right. So far,
I
0 for
think
2.
2 seconds actually. See, 2 seconds of The Lion King is a lot for me, but 2 seconds of any other Disney movie isn't too much.
No,
for
if
me.
you had 2 seconds, you would have been able to guess all of these, because within 2 seconds of the trailer, a main character is shown. Are you ready for your next one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. That one was Peter Pan.
All right. Now, why do you think that's Peter Pan?
Because I think that was the nanny dog or whatever from Peter Pan, and also the shadows were definitely Peter and like Wendy, maybe Wendy, I don't know. It looked like Peter flying around. And also, what other Disney characters in an animated film can fly besides Aladdin and his carpet?
Okay, so is that your final?
I feel pretty
that's your
confident.
Final guess? Okay.
You know what? That last guess was just me guessing ahead of time. I was seeing the future, so I think I get a point for that one too.
Well, let's see if you're correct. Let's see if you're correct first. Yes, it is Peter Pan. So very good. You caught the clip that the shadows of them had Peter Pan and the kids around the dog. So if you're just focused on the dog for the second, you're going to miss that. But if you see the shadows, that's how you get it's Peter Pan.
The dog is also a character.
Correct.
So.
But you may not be as familiar with that. But definitely when you see the shadows, you can really make it out.
Yeah.
So very good. So you're starting to look at the clues. 5 points.
It's impressive
That's pretty good.
that the movies that I've watched recently,
I
didn't get. But
Correct.
the movie that I think I've actually never seen, because I really don't think I've ever seen Peter Pan, I got.
Okay, so here is the 4th one. So this will be the halfway point here.
Oh, this is okay. I felt really bad that I was 33%, but I still have time.
No, you got 5 points. You're doing well.
Okay.
All right, here's your next one.
Okay.
All right, 1 second. Any guesses, or do you need to see it again?
All right.
Trying to make up points here at this point.
I got this.
Okay.
They're in the desert,
Okay.
on a camel,
Okay.
most likely in the Middle East.
Okay.
This is Aladdin. I think this is like one of the first scenes of Aladdin.
Okay. That your final guess? You feel confident with that?
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right. Let's see if you are correct. Very good. Yes, that is Aladdin. That is, I believe, the opening scenes of Aladdin, actually.
Yeah.
But again, you're starting to use your context clues. Doing better.
I still argue that the first two had terrible context clues.
No, you have to
I think
pay
there are
attention.
some people that could get those.
All right, so now you're up to 10 points. You're picking up steam. You're doing good. You got 2 correct for 10 points. All right, so here is the 5th trailer.
Pictures present.
So it was 1 second. Again, it's very quick with 1 second. Are you comfortable with that? Do you need to see it again to try to get some clues from it?
I think I'm going to watch this till I'm blue in the face and still not know, but it looks like an angel. What movie is there an angel in? Okay.
Watch it. I think, you want to see it again?
Yes, I
don't think it
definitely
hurts
want to see it again.
Okay.
Pictures present.
All right, any guesses for 3 points, or do you want to see it one more time for a potential 1 point?
Are you trying to confuse me and put like, is all dogs go to heaven like a Disney property that
No,
Disney acquired?
this is all animated.
Okay.
Released by Disney. It's not like it's a Fox movie that now technically Fox is a part of Disney. No, this is all Disney animation released movies.
All right, tell me this. Would you know this one?
I don't know that I would know a lot of these.
All right, show it to me one
I
more
will
time.
say this. This is a movie you have seen. So I know you've seen this movie. I'll show it to you one more time. You could potentially get 1 point.
Okay.
Pictures present.
Any guesses for 1 point? It is a movie you have seen. I will give you that. I will be helpful. I cannot help the viewer. I have no idea if you guys have seen this movie, but you've definitely seen this.
Okay, again, there's like wings going on there. And the only thing, so wings seems like heavenly. To me, I'm like, okay, Disney doesn't have anything that has to do with that. But they do have one movie that has to do with gods.
Okay.
So my only guess, and I think this is very wrong, but you have to take a guess. So I'm gonna guess Hercules.
All right, so let's see if you're correct. You went with Hercules here for 1 point. Let's see if that's right.
Pictures presents an all-new movie.
It's actually Brother Bear, so that's the point where he's going through his transformation.
Okay.
And again, you've seen this movie. You definitely like this movie. You kind of had to think spiritual transformation.
Yes, I haven't seen this in a really long time, but now that you mention it, his body lifts into the air and it kind of like twirls around. Okay, yeah.
And that's definitely not the style of Hercules.
Oh yeah,
that was a good
definitely
guess.
not.
That was definitely a really good guess.
Yeah.
That was a more difficult one. All right, so here we go. Here is the 6th trailer. You ready?
Is this the final one?
No, there's 8 total.
Oh, okay, good.
There's 8 total. So
I
you
like
have
playing this.
you have 10 points.
Okay.
That's pretty good. I think it's better than I would have done. I'm terrible at these games. I really do enjoy being the host of these games a lot better because I do better when I know the answers. It really helps me whenever I know what the answers are.
Well, I like playing them, so it works well.
Yeah. All right, so here's your next one.
Hey, that's not.
I feel like you're really trying to throw me on this one. Are these all theatrical releases?
Yes. Everything is a theatrical release. It's a movie. No, direct-to-video sequels or anything.
I think I know the answer to this. I think it's The Lion King.
Okay.
I also think I kind of want to see it again because I feel like if I miss it, then I'm going to really kick myself. But it looked like that was Pumbaa in the middle.
Okay.
But that scene, I feel like isn't in The Lion King.
Okay, so do you want to see it again or do you want to guess?
You know what? I'm going to go big. because I can't think of any other movie that's going to have all those animals in it like that. So I'm going to give it to The Lion King.
Okay, so let's see if you are correct with The Lion King.
Hey, that's not Simba.
So it's actually kind of a trick. This one was a bit of a trick. Because I picked this clip purposely because it does look like the Lion King characters, but you should have known there is no like warthog that talks like that in the Lion King.
I did know that, but I was like, this is... Yeah, I do remember when this movie came out, them doing that in like trying to pretend like it was the Lion King.
Yeah, if you look at the trailer for Stitch, it's actually really interesting. The whole first like 30 seconds to a minute of the trailer is them talking about like the history of Disney animation and all these wonderful movies. It shows like Aladdin and Snow White and all of these movies, and then it goes into The Lion King. You think like they're going to show a clip from The Lion King, and then you get that, hey, that's not Simba, and it's Stitch, and then it goes into this whole thing about Stitch. It really set the tone for what the movie was going to be. I've actually never seen Lilo and Stitch. That's probably, reason to get my Disney card revoked here. But watching the trailer, it is like a funny movie. I see why a lot of people like it. I see why Stitch resonates with a lot of people now.
He is very lighthearted and relatable and likable, and he's bad, and a lot of times people kind of like that, like kind of bad character. It has really good themes too.
All right, so we are down to our final two. So these are your last two chances here. So here is your next one. Okay?
Okay, got this. Okay, got it.
Got it?
Is this another trick? Is this they were showing us something?
I'm not saying.
Because this is dirty if you do two in a row.
Okay.
I think those are the dwarves' caps. So
Okay.
This is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. But this could also be, I don't know, Beauty and the Beast, talking about how there's history with Disney animation.
No, no other movies did that. So, all right, so you think this is Snow White?
Yes.
You're guessing that for 5 points here?
Yes.
Okay.
I need the points at this point.
Okay, so let's see if you're correct here.
Okay, yep.
Very good. Yeah, so you caught that right away that it was the caps of the dwarfs there. And then even whenever the full clip there, I kind of showed like a split second before, so you actually saw the dwarfs' faces. They drop down below the bed. So that's good. So again, if you don't catch that, it's like, oh, what could this be? This could be anything. But then whenever you catch the caps, you got that really good. There's 7 of them. So
this is hilarious because it is really the movies that I'm not familiar with that I'm getting.
They're doing really well with. I think it's because they're so iconic. I mean, Peter Pan is an iconic figure, so if you see a shadow, immediately you know it's Peter Pan. The dwarfs' caps are really iconic, so immediately you're going to see. If you notice that, you're going to recognize it a lot better. Mm-hmm. Whereas, whenever you look at like Little Mermaid, like you said, a lot of them could take place on the water, or even Beauty and the Beast. A lot of them have woodland creatures in it. Is it Bambi? Yeah. Is it Sleeping Beauty, Snow White? Like you don't really know, but whenever you look at these iconic ones, it really registers quickly. Yeah. So all right, so we're on to the final one. I think you've done pretty well. You've gotten 15 points. You've gotten 3 correct. I will say it's interesting when you get them right, right away. Like you're getting the 5 points, and then it's either 5 or nothing with you. So you got 3 correct out of 7. I don't think that's too bad.
I go big or go home.
Exactly. All right. So here's the last one. Here's your final chance to get some points. Okay.
Thank you for that.
Okay, so what is this?
Thank you very much. I'm willing to risk all of my points, Alex.
Okay. You got a true daily double.
This is a true daily double here. That is from the beginning sequence of The Lion King.
Okay, now what makes you think that?
Because that's Kilimanjaro in the background. It's the color palette they use when the sun is rising.
Okay.
At the beginning.
You think
that's the animals. No. I don't think. I know.
Okay. All right.
So yes, this is definitely The Lion King.
All right. So let's see if you're correct here with your true daily double. That does not work here. This isn't Jeopardy. You still only get 5 points if you get it correct. Very good.
I mean, it's not even like, I don't even feel that good about it because it was so easy.
Yeah, I will say the other thing is you kind of got a clip of the circle of life in that second. Like if you listened, if you kind of paid attention, I mean 1 second's a pretty quick clip of it, but you can kind of catch that music in there.
Well, yeah, it's the fact that there was music there because you can't really hear what they're saying. I couldn't get any of the melody, but I could hear that they were singing, but I didn't need that because again, I've seen The Lion King so many times that is imprinted in my mind. And I could pretty much do a play of it right here for you. Get me some like stick figures. Maybe that would be a video, let me tell you. Me reenacting the whole Lion King with kind
of a shadow
characters.
puppet?
Yeah.
All right, so you ended up doing pretty well. You got 20 points there. You ended up getting 4 out of 8. Not too bad. I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, 50% is totally
Yeah,
acceptable.
I think it's pretty good. It's really hard. I think you have to be a real diehard Disney fan to get a lot of these, just because you really have to know the movies for some of them, and 1 second is really quick. So I'm pretty impressed.
I was gonna say a lot of those clips are from like a very brief second in the movie, and you never see anything like that again. I mean, I think I could have gotten The Little Mermaid, I think, and then if I remembered my memory of Lilo and Stitch, I could have gotten that too, but that one was really a stretch.
So let us know in the comments below how many you got correct, and also like this video if you want to see Angela's shadow puppet version of The Lion King. If we get 50 likes on this video, we will do a shadow puppet version. Maybe not of the whole movie, but we'll get a couple scenes of The Lion King going here for you.
Thanks for watching. See you next week.
See ya.
Bye.